I get access to the most goated weapon in the game, the willpower. You can't. Eunice is not in the box. She just came out. I'm probably going to get Enzo. Or I could go to farm him, but I'd rather just keep progressing the story and just have him done. Plus it gives you a shit ton of Kuiper and 10 million gold. Probably Sharon to stealth outposts. I thought about that, but they made Sharon and Enzo and Gley all farmable, like with the pity system. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to have just like a fully built dagger for everything. The first thing I'll do in hard mode is pretty much just kill everything until I can get Serena. And then just perma farm cores. To the asylum I go. I'm blasting through it, dude. I haven't died yet. It's kind of dumb that you can't use a support request like now. Oh shit, Kyle. So cool. Wait. That's actually kind of nice. You don't even have to hunt for vaults anymore. They just show up on your map and you can pin them. Oh my god, I always forget how f***ing fast this shit is. The good old Thunder Cage. It's kind of funny just like not seeing other players and then seeing just like actually new players too. I saw a ton of new players early. The amount of changes that are going to happen from now till next season, it's going to be a lot. And honestly, it's like a perfect time to get into the game because you can literally just start playing and be ready to do all of the season 3 stuff. I'm going to be able to take advantage of the event, get free ultimate weapon boxes that I've already been able to use that have already helped me get through like the early part of the game. Oh my. These missions shouldn't exist though. Like, let's be honest. These ball missions suck. Dude, these missions suck so bad. Like, so far, nothing has been relevant early to me except for getting the last dagger right away because I know that this gun is going to be useful forever until, like, you know, season 3. It's just useful. I also got a single copy of the Smithereens, also a very useful weapon, and then the game gives you other weapons that are useful. Any game can be overwhelming to a brand new player that's been out long enough for there to be a significant amount of changes within the game. Like, even day one, this game had so much stuff. And the people that say, oh, the game doesn't have any content, whatever, like, there isn't anything you want to do, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything to do. Maybe late, like, you know, a couple thousand hours in and you run out of stuff to do for sure, but they do a good job of continuing to add things. I mean, I'm sure people think that this game's new player experience is bad. They're just still thinking the game's new player experience is similar to the release of the game. Even then, I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I mean, it was much more difficult than it is now. The game gives you so many things to, like, catch you up that it's crazy. It's like exponential now, and there's really no comparison. It could be overwhelming because there's a lot of information. I couldn't go back to Lost Ark after I stopped playing it just for a few months. It tries to give you like not a head start, but like a bunch of like stuff for returning players, but it's too much. It's like there's like a million menus and it's so overwhelming. This game doesn't have the cluttered user experience. They could kind of do a little better with it in terms of kind of making it a little more visible. I mean, in terms of following the quest line and just doing the regular story, super easy. But there are things that they don't like specify and you don't really see. It didn't tell me anything about the pity system. It didn't tell me that like it was available to me. Like, I've been using it and showing how it's used, and like players still don't know how that works. And that's frustrating because it would save a lot of the like quote unquote like grind frustrations that come with this game. I don't care to grind things out, but I don't really like to spend a bunch of pointless time doing something that literally like it just takes long because it takes long. There's no other reason. It's like farming all the skins from Abyss Boss. That shit is dumb. It just takes long because it takes long. That's it. I mean, like a new player doesn't get to really utilize the ETA shop at all. Like, not from normal. I don't get to use any of those until I can farm my dungeons, which I have to finish the Haley quest line. Oh my god. Forgot to roll. This fucking animation takes 10 minutes. A lot of enemies. Poor little Lepic can't wave clear efficiently. Just wait till you grow up, Lepic. You'll show him. Man, the map is so empty, and it sucks because, like, it doesn't seem like the support request works. Oh, never mind. As I say that. That's the first time I've actually seen it show up. Oh, hi, Cheeser. It's after Sterile Lands? It's White Knight. They all suck. Or wait, no, this is the last dungeon. That normal Freena's kind of shit up right now. or 2 copies of the dagger, 2 copies of the thunder cage. I have the cavalry, executor. I have divine punishment. I honestly have a lot of weapons already. It's kind of crazy. You always got to use the slide here too. It's very important. Nice. Now I can get his Transcendent mod to make his gun go burr. Now my LAMBEAUX will be epic. Unlucky. Ooh, I'm gonna get in on this mission here. Hell yeah, I'm helping. You're welcome. And we're done. Don't mind me. Let me do the work. Components, 51. I'm just going to do this for like a few seconds. I want to get to MR10 so I can Master Ink level up. Then I unlock ETA. I don't know if there's any benefit to that right now though. Okay. The last dagger is funny. I have literally 5 ultimate weapons in one day. Just from like, you know, just progressing through the story. The amount of like things the game gives you now is kind of insane. Tomorrow I get another Descendant for free, just logging in. It's actually so insane. I made it to White Knight, so now I just need to clear through White Knight Gulch. I think the first thing that I want to focus on is, like, I can actually farm blue brains now, so I can actually make a catalyst. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically start farming Vessel, but before I start farming Vessel, I need a few things first. The Vessel is going to be efficient for early game because I'm going to need to farm the dog regardless, so it's going to give me catalyst material. This was a funny mission. Back in the day, there was a bug. I made 10 million gold, and then they immediately dropped and patched it because the spawns here were just like infinite. Freyna was just perma farming gold. Pretty much when I recovered from being perma poor.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh. Wow, that was almost my first death. It'd be a silly way to die. Opening a vault in the middle of a mission. I'm not a big fan of White Knight Gulch though in general. The missions are really long. Yeah, Serena is insanely strong. That's what I will be targeting so that I can farm for, like, farm erosion. The knowledge that I've gained just from playing the game and learning from people around me and just like my community Discord, and now the Lambthing, that it's basically a resource for everyone, and it's going to be really cool to share that info and help new players basically get a leg up on everything that I wish there was when I started. I would say if you're going to, like, for a new player to start this game, 100% it's VS every time. Unless you decide, like the majority of players, which it's smart to, just use Bunny because Bunny is fast and efficient. I didn't use Bunny when I played the game through the first time. I don't really care to use Bunny, but she is very like fast and efficient. I will need to level her up though for the MR, but I'll use special ops for that. The last dagger is going to be used through the entirety of the game for myself because it's going to become my boss killing weapon, my erosion weapon, eventually just farm everything else for me with it. Pretty much the most logical thing to start with. I also have a Smithereens because I got it from from the boxes. I didn't realize that as the very first weapon, it was going to be less useful because of the ammo economy. If I could start over, I would go 3 last daggers straight up because I got to farm 3 more now when I need to. It already has an activator on it and it has one catalyst on it. Then today when I get my second catalyst, it's going to go on it. Then I should be able to farm Vessel so I can start crafting catalyst daily too. I'm going to go just activate these checkpoints because I know I'll need them later, so. I want to do this outpost too because important. Perfect. And for my filter, it's just I keep scaling Scaling what I'm scrapping, that's it. Whatever hits the bottom of my filter is what I start scrapping like level wise. 54. Part of the story gives you a couple of catalysts and a couple of activators. I need to finish Bunny's story so I can get that. There are always events going on, and there are always events to take advantage of. So even if you, like, even if I'm getting a head start because of the event, and someone could start and the event's gone, and they would feel like, oh, well, I couldn't take advantage of that because I started at a different time. There's going to be another event when they start. And I promise that that's just the case in general, because they want to give players, like, they want to re-incentivize players to not feel as they continue to add stuff, it's too late for you to get into the game. That's just not the case. A lot of these events are very, very helpful and accessible, and there's going to be new ones in the future. And I'm in here by myself. Satch. I think I was going to get Enzo, but I think I might just get Gley, because Gley has a very cheap cost in terms of character build. Don't really need much. Out of general rounds. Funny. No! Okay. Done. Yeah, I think I'll just keep going. I just hate White Knight and I want to get through White Knight as quick as possible. I'm just jumping back and forth because I don't want to listen to the communication part of it where you just have to stand there and listen to them talk. You just jump back and forth. It'll just take you to the next segment. Dude, I swear I get lost in White Knight all the time still to this day. Oh, there it is. It's below. Little cave. I'm going all the way to the back of the map so I can get this spawn point. A couple of my least favorite missions. Why is the lighting so bad in here? I don't know what the hell. Oh, thank you, Freyna. I love you. Thank you. Got the express pass for this mission. I mean, this is a Fallen Hope farm mission that used to be the most painful thing in the game, and honestly, it still hasn't gotten much better because these missions are just so long. Fallen Hope is decent now since they've added multi-hit. It's still not like anything that I need to focus on farming now. Oh yeah, that's true. You had to, like, prior you used to have to it used to cost your shards at the start of opening void. When you summon a void boss, they took that out. So until you actually exchange them for the pattern that you have that you want to consume, you can just freely kill the void bosses. That was a really, really, like, nice quality of life change. Nice. Teammates started this one too. Back in the day, this mission was a big funny. It had a silly bug. If you wanted to turn your game into a PowerPoint or a slideshow, you could literally just, like, activate all these portals, jump back here, and wait about 3 minutes. At the end of that 3 minutes, there was about 600 enemies and elites on your screen, and your frame rate would turn into, well, you wouldn't have a frame rate. It was like 1 to 10 FPS, and it was a big funny. 59, 60... The best blue brain farm in the game right here. But first, I got to do the penis mission. Collect these balls. Any of these missions are just terrible. Oh my. Midair makes this harder, honestly. Okay, yeah. One sec, I'll be right back. So, logically, it makes the most sense for me to use it on either Gley or Enzo. The only thing is, if I use it on Enzo, I can literally farm him in normal missions. I can do the same with Gley. The only thing is, using it on Gley right now, I benefit more from using Gley than I do Enzo overall, because straight up, Gley is able to just provide a ton of value as a character without any investment. I'm gonna go level up again. I need to level her to 40 so that I can actually use Gley and not be one shot by everything. I also realized there's probably more players doing Albion or Kingston defense than there are other players doing anything else in normal. It's more accessible. They all give the same XP base. So it's either weapon XP or character XP. This one gives weapon. Some give character, but not sweating that. I will level up pretty fast. I want to get to mastery rank 15. That's kind of important. And then the next one would be 18, which shouldn't be too difficult. With when I get to 15, I'll have access to hard mode operations, so I could level up weapons faster. I also realized smithereens means I don't have to worry or stress about, Gley means I could use smithereens, not have to worry about ammo. I need the cooldown still, but it'll get there eventually. I need the shards, so they can stay up there. I'll take the shards. Happily just collect down here. I'm sure a lot of people probably forget or maybe just don't pay attention, but Gley has a move speed buff, so it's a lot smoother to play Gley than it is to play someone like LAMBEAUX, who just doesn't have any inherent mobility. Your third skill when you're not in frenzy. There's a achievement for killing a certain number of enemies. I did it on this map with solo in normal. If you use the short sword, it's a grapple mod. It actually has the best AoE and the fastest animation, so you could use it to literally just slash enemies until you get all the melee kills. It took me about 10 minutes to get 1,000 of them, because every run it only was like a minute and something. I'd get a little over 150. Is there any reason I don't use Glaze 1? I don't have much cooldown, and I don't have much duration and HP to really justify using that in here. I'm not gaining much from it anyways. Because look, not only am I slowing myself down, but look how long it lasts. And it's over. I might as well have reloaded. Plus I'm slower. So I'd rather just get the mobility and the healing, the increased healing. So level 31. I could probably just finish White Knight with Gley and I'll be 40. So might do that. This is taking so long that it's not really worth the time getting these a bunch of access to ultimate weapons and leveling them. So that way I have free XP from ultimate weapons rather, because the base of them give more than purple weapons or anything else. So characters give the same amount, all ultimate and non-ultimate descendants give the same. Dog is 40, the fellow gives 40,000 XP, ultimate weapons give 30, purple weapons give 20, blue weapons give 10,000. This is peak right here. Okay, now I have a fucking 50% and an 80% booster for Descendant XP, so those stack, and that's going to be really nice. Hopefully there's some players doing dungeons. You guys need to do your support requests right now. This is when I need it the most. I remember doing this on the first playthrough, when I first played through the game. It was so impossible to navigate in here. It's hard as hell to see. Honestly, I still get lost in here. If I could put an activator in another thing early on, I honestly don't really need an activator in anything. Our next thing might be, most likely it's going to be Serena, because I will farm her as soon as I have access to farming her. I would say that is probably the most important character in the game right now to do endgame content outside of LAMBEAUX. Serena just enables everything in the game. All the weapons just become insanely strong. All the bosses tip over. She has the most accessible farm. I don't think that farming Haley makes nearly as much sense, because I would need to have a reactor, have weapons fully catalyzed and invested in. Also, fully catalyze her. For Serena, you don't need anything. Some max HP components, a reactor with duration and cooldown, and you're good to go. Same with Gley. Duration, cooldown, reactor doesn't matter, and you're good to go. Cooldown duration is for everything that isn't a skill build. For a skill build, I would use either cooldown singular modifier or cooldown cost is fine, but honestly, you don't really need cost. Oh my, I got baited by the window. I would have cried if I fell.
Nope.
Holy shit, dude. That guy just fucking tack rolled away from me. 64. All right, we're almost MR20, or almost MR12. That's nice. Yeah, good old Biolab. Really, really stinky one. This one used to be way worse, though. The boss at the end was a raid boss. I got more blue brains on this than I do on my main account. If you were to purchase something, purchasing the dog and the battle pass, absolutely worth it. Bro's got a juiced up thunder cage. He's going crazy with it. Now I go to kill boss, go to Hagios. Okay, now this is important, honestly. The sooner I get that leveled up, the better. Chill enhancement, because I'm about to fight Pyro. 13? That's actually not bad. Not really much I can put on that, so. Juicy. Chill attack. Crit rate, crit damage. Beautiful. Let's go say hi to Mr. Pyro. Didn't I do solo? Why did it take so long to load in? What the hell? Okay. Pyro was slightly nerfed, I think, a little after he was released. I need to keep mastery rank leveling. I need to be 15 soon. And I'm broke. Okay. Agios it is.
It's just
Off
the
we
best,
go.
man. It's just the best, dog. It's just the best, man. It's just the best, dog.